The Lifeguards of Southern California protect over 400 miles of coastline. And nothing impacts their day like the weather.
As lifeguards, a lot of us are amateur meteorologists.
Good weather brings a lot of excitement, a lot of action.
On these beaches, lifeguards are the first responders.
I have a 911 call of a distressed swimmer.
I like those exciting days where you don't really know what's going to happen.
Dispatch, a person injured on a vessel.
They are there to save you. They are there to lifeguard. Welcome to Long Beach, the second busiest port in the United States. Over 70 million tons of cargo pass through here each year. In addition to being a major shipping port, it's also an ideal home to thousands of pleasure boaters.
Long Beach is a unique beach town. We do have an extreme amount of boating. It's a big marina system. We have a lot of boats, a lot of boat traffic. How's the pump engine?
Pump engine runs great.
Okay.
This is Robert Hamilton, a veteran of the Long Beach Fire Department Lifeguards.
I've been a marine safety rescue boat operator for the past 6 years. I've been with the lifeguard department here for 32 years.
Today, Robert will be on patrol with partner John Burt.
Been a lifeguard here in Long Beach since 1972. It's a great job, and I'll keep doing this till my body gives out.
This team has a combined 70 years of experience as lifeguards. But for Robert, it was a very personal rescue as a teenager that led him into this line of work.
I was 15, went to the beach with my parents, and my dad got stuck in a riptide and he couldn't get out. And he was going to drown. I turned around and my mom was in the same riptide. And so I took her to shore. I remember my dad giving her a shove saying, just get her in. And I kind of threw her with the next wave onto the shore. You know, watched her get in, and at the same time I back out from my dad. And right as he went down under the water, I was just swam right there, right on top of him. It was about a 150-yard swim. Jumped down, dove down, got him, pulled him back into shore, and I knew I was going to do this forever. It's a job like any other job, going to work every day. You know, we're fortunate we get to go to work every day in shorts, and we get to drive a boat, and we get neat trucks and neat equipment, and we get to dive and swift water rescue. We get to do a lot of great things. The job it's unbelievable. It's been a great ride. The family that somebody's drowning or something's bad's happening to them, as lifeguards and lifesavers, it's kind of our best day because we get to use our equipment, we get to use all our training. You know, we feel the sympathy for the family, but for us, it's a great day. We get to talk about it, we're excited, we're pumped up, and afterwards, it takes a while to come down from that euphoric kind of high that you're on. But that's our good day. That's what we talk about on our days off.
On this busy weekend, Robert and John are part of a 5-boat crew covering the Long Beach Harbor. 3 hours into their patrol, a call comes in.
Over. We have a turned over sailboat out here by the breakwater.
Beach Ops Rescue Boat 4, we're on scene. It's a turtle Hobie. All right, here's the Hobie. You're gonna have to get wet of a turtle. Showtime.
The owner of the sailboat tells the crew that he's uninjured, but he'll need help getting the boat flipped over.
Go ahead, Johnny. Okay, what John's doing is he's gonna try to get the sail up straight. To do that, we have to turn it into the wind. Johnny, hey.
After struggling to right the vessel, John concludes that the mast has filled with water and is too heavy for the two of them to lift.
This mast is full, so we gotta pull up slowly with this.
By wrapping a rope around the sailboat and attaching it to the rescue vessel, the lifeguards will attempt to flip the capsized catamaran. But in order for this to work, both John and the sailor must use their weight to keep the rope from slipping.
You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
As they attempt to right the vessel, the boater shows signs of fatigue. The water is in the low 60s, and he's been in it for way too long.
Slow muscle. Get all the water out of the sails. He's using his weight. Hopefully his sails are loose.
As the boat rights, trouble sets in. The boater's overexerted himself. He's slipping into hypothermia.
Give me a buoy!
Hypothermia kicks in real quick out here in this type of water. But we're gonna go ahead and bring them back to our boat. Just a typical boat rescue is now a full-blown rescue.
Luckily for the stranded sailor, the lifeguards are there to pull him to safety before his hypothermia worsens. And while his day is over, the lifeguards are far from done.
Careful. Take your time. We want to relax, check you out a little bit, all right? Is anything hurt? Did you hit anything else? No, just cold?
Our plan would be upside down for an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you gonna be able to sail that boat back?
I just was getting the water so darn long and cold.
Okay, I understand that.
Just as simple as that.
Okay. You take your time. You have as much time as you need. It's your choice. We'll take you back to the beach. We'll pull your sails and tow it back. Or you sail back. That's up to you. If you're cold, there's no worries.
If I can just warm up for a second, I'll be fine.
Beach Ops Rescue Boat 4. Guy was a little hypothermic. We've had him on board for about 5 minutes. We're gonna be following him back to Claremont. Just an overturned Hobie you think is a simple call turns into he's been in the water for 45 minutes. I'm sure he'll be done for the day.
30 minutes later, another call comes in.
Rescue Boat 4, Beach Ops. We got a call, possible hazmat at shoreline.
Downtown Marina, we have a report of a hazardous material on the water, unknown substance. A rescue boat in the area will be on scene when we get there. We'll back them up and we'll see what we need to do.
En route, Robert and John focus on the radio chatter, gathering information about an apparent fuel leak.
Beach Ops Rescue Boat 3. You call Marine office and have them notify the owner at Gateway F, slip number 4. Put the crew in on turnout to open up the hatches.
Responding to the call, our lifeguards must head from the outer harbor to the largest, most densely packed marina in Long Beach. When they arrive, Rescue Boat 3 is already on scene.
What you got?
Gain entry to the vessel. Smells like gasoline.
What we found here is a boat that's full of gasoline, means his tank was probably been leaking for a long time, so it's a bomb.
Meanwhile, 90 miles down the coast in La Jolla, California, lifeguards are busy with a big weekend crowd on the shore and in the water.
Hey guys, stay out this side more. Swells are gonna push you in the rocks. Stay out here more. No jacket, I don't want you guys in there. Sorry about that, you guys. We'll make sure you guys are all right.
One of the busiest areas for the lifeguards is known as Devil's Slide, where kayakers are drawn to a series of dangerous tidal caverns.
I don't want you in the caves without them helmets on. You guys flip over in there and no helmets on, no jackets on, you're gonna get knocked unconscious and it's just too much of a risk.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you.
The water around Devil's Slide is usually calm, but that calm can be deceptive.
It'll seem like it's tranquil and no waves breaking, and then a set of waves will come and they're unexpectedly knocked out of their kayak.
Today's beautiful weather has packed the beach. Large groups of boaters are headed to Devil's Slide when the lifeguards receive word of a 911 call about a kayaker in trouble.
Okay, all units, we got some red kayaks with a yellow paddle raised.
Lifeguard Dan Hodel responds to the call from La Jolla shores.
We got a call come over dispatch saying that there was a kayak in distress at Devil Slides. I grabbed the helmet and my swim fins and ran down, jumped on the back of the ski.
Tier 3, keep heading to the south. You'll see one kayak with a yellow paddle up in the air. That's your location to go to. Copy that, we got visual. In 3 Sam Lifeguard dispatch, do you want medics rolling on this due to the nature? Yes, let's have medics go to the boat launch, but we may end up redirecting them. We'll have to get a better size up on this. Copy, directing to the boat launch, La Jolla Shores.
Now, at Devil's Slide, Lifeguard Hodel identifies the victims.
As soon as we came up on scene, we knew we were at the right place because there was a girl with a pretty good abrasion on her head. Anytime you have a person who hits their head and loses consciousness in the water, possibly has a neck or back injury, yeah, it's a big call.
Meanwhile, in Long Beach, lifeguard Robert Hamilton and his team are dealing with a volatile situation.
What we found here is a boat that's full of gasoline, means his tank was probably been leaking for a long time, so it's a bomb.
A vessel this size could easily contain 300 gallons of gasoline that might be ignited by any stray spark.
The possibility of this boat exploding, it's a great possibility. It's not just one boat exploding. We're in a marina. You got neighbors in close proximity. So if this boat blows up, we have a whole different set of issues. I'm going to put my deckhand John off. He's going to go onto the docks and look around and search if he can find anything.
The Lifeguards and fire department share a unique partnership in this city. Here, all rescue boat operators and deckhands are also trained in marine firefighting and armed with the equipment to handle hazardous and potentially explosive material.
To be honest with you, there's always a little nerves when you have your turnouts on, you're going into a confined space. You don't know what you're gonna see, you don't know if you're gonna find smoke, flame, you're gonna find fuel in the bilge. It kind of gets your adrenaline flowing a little bit.
Okay, we have 2 of our deckhands in the boat right now. What's in there?
Looks like he's been working on his port engine. A lot of stuff's disassembled. Probably the fuel lines. Putting a little product in the bilge.
Is there any fuel pocketing down below in any of the forward hatches?
More.
How much?
Enough.
With a confirmed leak, the first thing the rescue team must do is cut off all electrical power to the boat.
We turned off all the batteries, all the switches, all the breaker panels. What we're doing now is shut off the bilge pumps so we don't get a spark.
He's got shore power coming in on your left side right there.
Unplugging the boat's power at the source increases the chances of sparking. John must exercise extreme caution while handling the live wire. After a few tense moments, Robert receives good news.
The shore power is disconnected. The boat and also the dock.
So the electricity's off, so that's one less hazard we have to worry about. We're going to open the windows, open the doors, and we're going to go ahead and put a blanket of foam all along the bottom of that boat. What that does is takes away the oxygen layer, so that the chance of explosion's a lot less.
With the boat safely defused, the lifeguards tow the vessel to an isolation dock far from the crowded marina. There, the owner will be able to safely repair his fuel leak.
These guys make it look fairly easy, but anytime you're going into what's considered a bomb, it's a high-risk maneuver, and that's a situation we just resolved.
Meanwhile, 90 miles south in San Diego, lifeguards are responding to a kayak emergency at La Jolla Cove.
We're on scene with a 21-year-old female. They got washed up on the rock. She has a couple wounds on her forehead, brief loss of consciousness, and we are going to put the 2 girls on the back of the ski and transport them to the boat launch.
With waves breaking along the rocks at Devil's Slide, lifeguards have to get the victim out of harm's way before stabilizing her. With 2 lifeguards on scene and time a factor, 1 lifeguard drives while partner Dan Hodel stabilizes her neck. They're headed to the boat launch where paramedics are waiting.
We had her sitting on the seat of the ski. I sat behind her. I put my hands on her head and neck to hold her steady.
As Jet 3 approaches the boat launch, lifeguards prepare to transfer the victim from the personal watercraft onto a backboard. But given the nature of this rescue, the transfer must happen on the open water.
I think the tricky part was just getting her from on the seat of the PWC over the back of the sled and then onto the beach.
Looks like your neck right here, okay? We're just gonna support your neck. Slide down behind her, you guys. Let us do all the work. 1, 2, 3. Let your legs go. Let your legs go. There you go. Okay, I got the legs.
Procedures like this hinge on teamwork between the lifeguards. They must keep the victim's head and neck in line to avoid the risk of paralysis.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
With the victim now on the backboard, lifeguards hand her over to the paramedics.
Hey, good hands out.
She got rolled over by a wave onto the rocks. A kayak tipped over.
The woman is secured to the backboard, packaged and rushed to the hospital. The injuries she sustained on the rocks of Devil's Slide may be very serious. But thanks to the San Diego lifeguards, she is now in good hands. This is San Diego, California, long recognized as one of America's premier beach settings. Just north of downtown, Mission Beach, with over 2 million visitors per year, is the most crowded beach in the city.
This is one of our most populated beaches, reason being all roads lead to Mission Beach, and there's a very large parking lot right here. Traditionally, we have a lot of rip currents in this area, and there's likely to be some rescues here in the next few minutes.
Keeping all these people safe? The San Diego Lifeguards. There are 26 lifeguard towers spread along Mission Beach. Today, Sergeant Rick Strobel is supervising them all.
2 Sam, Tower 19.
Tower 19.
Just make sure you keep a good line between the swimmers and the surfers.
On crowded days like today, Strobel and the other lifeguards will work together to keep an eye on every inch of the beach. Constant communication and vigilance are key to making sure everyone goes home safely.
MJ at Tower 13, 9-year-old Monica Rivas, last seen 15 minutes ago wearing blue jeans and a red sweatshirt with poor swimming ability.
Okay, and MJ is a missing juvenile. Last seen in the water is a little bit of a concern, especially due to the fact that she has blue jeans and a t-shirt on. Poor swimming ability in an area of known rip currents. We're gonna have to follow up on this one pretty quick.
Near Tower 13, Monica's family has gathered. Monica's mother is living every parent's worst nightmare, a missing child.
Do we have the reporting party on this missing juvenile?
Hey, firm, we have Carolyn Rivas, who's the aunt at our tower, as well as a few other family members.
Monica's aunt, Carolyn Rivas, is the one who went to the lifeguard tower to report her missing.
When you lose somebody, you just feel like you're not gonna find them. So you just wanna run and scream her name, so it's very scary.
Was she in the water? Did the last person see her? No.
She wasn't in the water.
She wasn't in the water. Okay, that's better. And I know it's really traumatic, so we're gonna find her, okay? We're gonna find her. Now, if she were in the water,
right,
the current's going from the south to the north.
Right.
So she may have gone in here and then gotten pushed down the beach a little bit. And then when people come in, they're not where they went into the water and they get confused. The next thing that people will do is they'll turn away from the wind and the sun. So the wind right now is coming from out of the southwest. So she's likely headed that way. But we got lifeguards all up and down this beach, and we will find her.
Lifeguards continue to search for a girl in blue jeans and a red shirt. But 30 minutes pass without a sighting. Sergeant Strobel decides to double-check the description given to him by the distressed family.
And she was wearing blue jeans?
No, actually, my sister informed me that she was wearing, she changed into her bathing suit, which is like a Hawaiian skirt, green, with flowers on it.
Okay.
So that's what she was wearing. And she has long hair, curly, and she's light-skinned.
Sergeant Strobel quickly updates Monica's description.
The missing 9-year-old juvenile female, Monica, is wearing a green and white Hawaiian-style bathing suit. She has a light complexion with long, dark-colored hair.
Strobel's update has immediate results.
She was mid-sand, running 5 feet in front of my tower, heading northbound.
Yeah, I was on Tower 20, and I was doing my water observation, and this little girl, long brown hair, you know, fair complexion, bathing suit, green skirt, runs by my tower like 5 feet in front of me. And I thought it was odd because she was by herself.
It seems Sergeant Strobel's notion that Monica was headed north away from the wind is accurate. However, since that sighting at Tower 20, there's been no sign of Monica. After another 10 agonizing minutes, the radio crackles to life.
Tower 23, I have 9-year-old Monica here at my tower.
21 time coverage, and that was Tower 23?
Tower 23 has 9-year-old Monica.
As the lifeguards expected, Monica had traveled over a mile north with her back to the sun and wind. A lifeguard from Pacific Beach drives Monica back to Tower 13, where the family anxiously awaits her return.
She went almost a mile and a half.
Una milla para allá.
So don't worry, we're gonna bring her here. Can you see the truck?
After nearly an hour, Monica is finally reunited with her family.
We were very thankful to all the people that helped us, you know, the lifeguards and stuff. So we were very relieved.
Gracias a las personas que nos ayudaron a buscarla.
Every lost and found child is always a traumatic experience, just at different levels. And with all the lost and found children that we've had, we've never lost one. It's a team effort. You got to go with the information that you have. Although very traumatic to the lost child and to the family, it was a happy ending.
Incidents like this will unfortunately be played out many times every weekend on San Diego's beaches. But they don't have to be. Having a plan before hitting the sand can make all the difference.
When you come to the beach, expect to see lots and lots of people. Expect there to be currents that can move you along the beach. What you don't want to do is use a green umbrella as your landmark, because there's going to be hundreds of green umbrellas. Use something like a numbered tower, a business. Have a place to meet or have a landmark to come back to that's near your towel. And then tell your children, if you get lost, go to the lifeguards. The lifeguards are there to help you.